I joined, or I started on time tonight. Crazy. Anyway, how's it going, folks? So, I don't really know what I've got planned. I'm gonna be real. Um, I just don't know. I've got some minor stuff sort of like lined up mentally. Whether or not I'll actually hit those goals is a different story. But I want to try and do a farm in the Nether. Now, I do have a reason for this, but we'll get around to it in a moment. Right now, we need to chill out. You know, that's a good problem to have. I can't really complain. Just, oh no, my farm is producing too much. Ah, golly, whatever will I do? Anyway, I've got redstone for a while now, at the very least. So that's good. Um, Generally speaking, though, things should be pretty easy to set up. I think what I might do is I might do 2 farms apiece. Mm, They're definitely going to be lower down, I think. You know what? Hmm. Oh, oh. Um, I can make fucking wood seeds. Wrong one. Right. I need the base crafting seed. Make 20 of them. Just in the off chance I happen to need them for something, and then I need 4 Inferium. You know what? This one I'm okay with making multiple seeds by hand. Because let's be real, it's Inferium and wood. Once I get this done set up, it's not going to be that big of an issue to do wood. I do wish it kind of had the same thing that Britannia does, where you can right click on the central pedestal and it'll deposit the ingredients you already put down previously. I think that'd be nice. Nice little touch. I could probably just rig all these up with pipes and shit too. So I guess it would probably be pretty smart to do like the baseline stuff of fire, water, um, earth, air, and then do wood in between them to, I guess, act as a sort of like in between kind of deal. That way I can do all 5 on the same 9x9 field. Wait a minute. No, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I'll pop the zinc seeds now. Hmm, I guess I'll grab these too. And then You know what? Is there an elevator? There sure is. But you know what? That's fucking boring. We don't do boring here. Well, not entirely, but that's besides the point. So, I do have an elevator that I can use. I will need to move this, though. That might be a bit of an issue, but we'll work on it at a later date. Right now, um, yeah. There isn't anything directly underneath this, is there? Because I can just move. Yeah. Fortunately, there is. That's. That's gonna cause some issues. Huh. Weird that I. Yeah. Okay. I guess those bunny slippers are doing more than I thought. Can I do 10? No. I'm missing 30, so I'm not gonna be able to really do anything with that. Then let me grab these, because the redstone's full now. Limited oak barrel 2. I need transport pipes. Okay. Wonk. Oh. How have I done this twice in a row? Thank you. I don't need it to produce more seeds. I just need it to produce. How's it going, Rose Red? How are you doing tonight? Oh, I fell in the hole. Okay. Let me grab this. Yeah. Right. It's all right. Okay. So there's that. Uh, yeah, another storage, but Okay. Said, need another storage bus. Go. Mm, understandable. Yeah, I forgot that was the reason why I couldn't do it. Okay. Boost is coming in. That'll be done over time. Okay. I am still ready to have good tables again. Like, I really would like good cables again. Unfortunately, I don't really know shafts, really. It feels like you're shafting me, that's for sure. No. Oh no, like I haven't really celebrated Easter in quite some time. I think I was a wee lad the last time I did. Mm, maybe it's for the best I don't connect it. One or not. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Not my favorite, but it'll do. It'll be nicer once I actually get everything sorted. Because it'll let me keep an eye on what's at what for dye seeds. Need dye seeds. I don't know. It's cyan, pink, orange, and something else. Is it green? Blue? Or is it magenta? It might be magenta. But no, generally speaking, when it comes to holidays, I'm basically just a normal person. Like nothing really changes for me. So it be what it be. I guess I might as well just turn all this into redstone. So I make the remainder of so I'm missing a vast majority of that. That's because these don't quite have as much in terms of growth pulsars. I know they're not called that anymore, but realistically, I'm just going to call them that anyway, because that's what they've always been to me, and that's not going to change anything. So, if I just grow all of this, I will have myself a pretty decent setup. Yeah, right. So, I should be able to make a... Okay, let's start. I'll finish the ring around the bottom part, and then I will continue the pillars upward. I think I'll put my... Oh. I could put all the mechanism shit up top. Actually, no. I think that's where I'll put all the crap. No, I can do both. Alright. Full ring completed. It expands. I only need 5, 8, 13, 18, 28. Meaning if I need 28, I need 116? No. 112. I think that's how my math, right? Because it's 28 times 4 for fluid. Oh, wait, no, hold on. 28 times 4 is 96? No, 92. Yeah. No, it'd be 102. I'm so lost in the sauce right now. It's not even funny. I can't math properly. Long story short, I need a lot of fluids. But that's coming in now, so I don't need to worry about it too much. I do want to make staging areas for right now on elevators. And there is a bit of a reason for this. So, sure, in the right spot. There we go. We're gonna dig straight down. Oh, but it's dangerous. Don't care. What about here? Is it... Is that about right? Because I would need... 54, I think. Because it's 9 times 6. So I could go a little lower, but I would like to have some buffer space, and bedrock goes up to about 4. So I might actually be down a little too. No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So I'm going to plant this here. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and... Thank you. Anyway. I'm going to cap that off. One. There we go. Good. Now I just need to go make some feral flare lanterns real quick. Actually, let me teach the system how to make them, because I'll be honest, it's kind of a pain in the dick to have to keep doing this. So give me 10? 10. 10. I've got a reason for it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is Torchmaster. Which means... Megatorch. I don't have the ability to make them just yet, but in due time. So we don't like you down there. Nope, I need this. 7, right? Do 6, right? 13 by 8 by 16. Maybe? Because this will give me 2 on each side. Yeah, fuck it. We'll try this. Oh, I probably could have gone up a bit more. You know... Let's do... 8. We'll do 8. It is a little easier to work with unevens than it is with evens. Okay. That's good. You just have to remember that this is my center. So everything I do should be from here. Which it's odd that I'm already off track. But it's fine. Oh. Alright. Can you not, sir? Thank you. Alright. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About here. Just to ensure that it stays even, we're going to go ahead and do that. Yes, I am aware their range extends to 16, and doing this would be wasting half the range on both. This is to ensure it is an even coat of light. It's the biggest thing that I'm worried about right now. I don't care about no hostile mobs, none. I don't care about none of that shit. No, I don't care. That ain't what this is about. Okay. You know what? This will be even faster. So every increment of 16. Every increment of 16 that I can, I'll place a light. Obviously, I am at some point going to have to deal with that, but that will be a later me problem. Probably. Okay. That's all. Properly done up. We'll drop the depth down to about 4. I goof. Oh, hi. What? Knock it off. Jeez. I think for these ones, well, it still seems to be getting it, so I can't really complain too much. Then I guess I'll just line it up with these instead. Oh, good news. Hypotenuse of 16 is 23. Is that information you needed to know? Probably not. Do you know now? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can tell for sure that this is nowhere near even on any side whatsoever. But, whatever. Not that big of a deal. I'll get everything sorted out by the time I'm actually getting to the point of actually making things. This is just staging. So, Should be right about here, right? Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of nice to know. Because then that tells me if I'm in the right spot or not. If it doesn't match up numerically, then generally not in the right spot. All right. Not bad, honestly. Like for the general coverage that I'm doing. Hmm. Yeah, no, that ain't bad at all. And then I can do a clean coat sweep of the floor. Add in whatever building material I need to do for the floor. I might do something different for down here, I think. Because I want it to be like a larger sort of botanical setup. I might try and drop the floor a bit and like hide the feral flare lanterns in the ceiling and like plant around a bunch of the fucking glowberries. May not be half bad actually. You could do it that way. Oh, I could do a lush cavern setup. Ooh, wait a minute. That might actually be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have the actual capability to do so? Probably not, but eh, never hurt to try, I guess. Let me head back up. Need to refill this with power. Ah, damn amount of coffee. It's not even fucking 1 a.m. yet. Damn. That's fine. So, generally speaking, I think it'll probably be best for me to do stone brick. Or I guess I could do andesite. Andesite probably wouldn't look half bad. I do think cut tough would probably be pretty good too. I just don't know. Like, I'd like to do something with mud, but there's never enough of it. Wait, maybe I can. Because there we go. There we go. So, I can do that. And then I can do, I guess I could do a mixture with that. Problem is, I just don't know, man. I don't know. Um, hmm. I have over 10,000 diamond essence. Needless to say, I think I'm good on diamonds for now. Um, hmm. What do I want to build with? What if I do a dark oak theme? Ooh, ooh, wait. Uh, I can't say I'm opposed to that. Okay. Shit. Fucking on my desk. So, Bucket. This is a bucket. Okay, so I want it to be a 5x5 area around the thing, the elevator. That. I've got plans, but for right now, just bear with me. So, okay. So can I chisel? Yes, I can. Maybe not. I could probably grow them down here, honestly. Maybe not. It's just a matter of actually finding it as a problem. So if it's there, by a hefty amount. How cool this windmill's there. Neat. This will all be sorted out once I actually get my hands on the actual seeds, the wood seeds. But I do need at least a starting surplus of to do this. Okay. That should be good. Back home we go. Oh. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Hmm. Yeah, let me get the setup down first. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Okay. Why am I doing this the hard way? That's 6. God damn it. There's 9. The only downside of working on this layer is that there's always going to be situations like this where sometimes it'll want to cooperate, other times it just kind of won't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really not sure why I broke that. 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Okay. Now we take these and we begin to grow them. Thankfully, because of the amount of light that are down, it should be safe to grow wherever it pleases, and there shouldn't be any that straggle too much outside of the normal amount. So these will be how we're getting wood. And the more seeds I get, the faster it'll be. And then eventually, we'll be good to go. Every 3 of these is, I believe, like 4 or 5 logs. 16 logs, I lied. So, long story short, once this is actually up and running, I won't really need to worry about wood anymore. Realistically, I don't even think I'm going to need the entire farm for it, just because of the way that I can do getting planks. So we'll just wait on that. We'll see. But I'm going to try and make this kind of cursed. And I'll explain when I actually like really get into it, because I do have kind of a plan as to what I want to do with it. Obviously, explaining it as kind of cursed is a bit of a weird thing to explain it as, but just trust the process. Trust the process. I promise. It might look good towards the end. I'm honestly not sure, but we'll see. So I believe it's not that. Yeah, right side is dark oak logs. But basically, I can do this and make a whole bunch of things. But I have a plan for how I want to do this. It's a bit long-winded, but I think I might be able to get it to look relatively okay. I think. I wish I had flight, but, fucking circumstances be what they may. Statistically, I'm guaranteed to get one every harvest. The likelihood of that happening, however, is, for me, very slim. Oh, helps if I don't mess that up. That's fine. So, how do I want to do this, and how is it going to look cursed? So, it's a whole thing. As you may remember, we have access to the framed blocks, and that gave us a nice sort of like vintage beam aesthetic going on up top, like this. We're gonna fuck with that a little bit. So let me teach this one like the framed blocks. To make sticks, you just do that. Great. You need to be taught how to make these logs out of that. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to get that fixed out later. But no worries. It's fine. So right. Bored bastard blew it up. It's fine, I can make a new one. Okay. So we're gonna put this over here. Give me 300 of these. I don't think I'm gonna use all of them, but it's very possible I might. We'll see. Because I do have kind of an idea of what I want to do. So cube, layered pressure plate, framed path. No, I don't care about none of that. None. So interesting. So we'll do. Well, I'm gonna need a handful of the horizontal slopes. Where are they at? I don't know the name of them, unfortunately, so actually finding them is a pain in the ass. Um, wait. No, it's not the inner slope, not the inner three-way corner. What the fuck is it called? How do I lose sideways slope? You know what if I just do this? That didn't really help me at all, unfortunately. Huh. I'm realizing that there's a lot of angles that they give you with this. Um, fuck is it called? I don't understand. Like, why am I unable to find it? Does it not exist? I thought it did. No, I've used them before. Where the hell is it then? Because there should be like a sideways slope, kind of like this. What if I do this? The fuck? I don't understand. Why? Uh-huh. I'm not. I, I don't. I don't understand. What? Huh? Huh? I really don't understand why. What? How? No, because I've more than certainly used it before. How the fuck? I'm so confused. It's like it's just gone. I can try with the wrench, maybe? Maybe if I like. They don't need to because they do it themselves. So dumb. I'm so dumb. Okay. You know what? No. This is fine. I can work with this. So. I'm obviously gonna need to do. Like this. I'm not sure why, but lately the Minecraft music has just kind of hit like a really melancholic note for me. I'm not entirely sure why. But like it just doesn't invoke quite the same feelings that I used to, you know? Like I still absolutely love the hell out of the game, but there's definitely that part of me that's like I don't know fully how to explain it. Like maybe it's just the way that I am that it just kind of does, but I don't know. Like I feel like it doesn't quite hit the nostalgia quite at the same. And maybe that's just like a me thing, you know? But part of it is just kind of having, you know, grown up with it, that it feels different, you know? Last time I tried the structure like this, it didn't go very well. You know what? I can differentiate it. If I do... Ah, right, I forgot. They're all slopes. Maybe don't do that. Maybe it sounds a little weird to say out loud, but I definitely think I'd be a pretty different person if I didn't have Minecraft in my life. Like, it feels, you know, weird and cringe to say, but I mean, like, realistically, I don't know that it's really all that far off. Like, during the time frame when I actually got my hands on the game, I was in high school, just kind of coasting by. Wasn't really doing anything, wasn't really planning anything, and I'm still really not. But, like, generally speaking, kind of a rough patch. Like, it's tough to fully explain in, a coherent way that actually makes any level of sense. But it's always just kind of been that escape that I can go to, that sort of that sort of like existence outside of life. It's a nice feeling, just someplace to go exist and just kind of do goofy things. I need the vertical slope. Of course, these ones are different. Can't have these placed that right way, or a different way, because that'd be weird. I think I need these. And it's like, it's tough to fully, explain and articulate in a way that really makes sense in any sort of like context outside of in my mind, which is why I strive to be, I strive to try and get my thoughts out as clearly and concisely as possible. Because growing up, I was fucking awful at it. I still am, but I mean, generally speaking, I think I've definitely been getting better at it. It's not perfect by any means, but that's fine. I don't know that I necessarily want it to be. I don't know that I want it to be, you know, some perfect, metaphysical existence that, pulls me away from everything. That's not quite what I want out of it. But no, Minecraft has definitely been an interesting part of my life. Because, like, all in all, it's more than certainly given me an outlet to just exist. And it's crazy just, thinking about what it was to what it's come to. It's wild. And I don't know that I'll ever really, fully realize just how far it's come. I need a specific one for this, and I don't know what it is. Um, like it's hard to explain. And I think that's part of the reason why the music feels somewhat melancholic to me now. Need upside down bit that you're not giving me. Damn it. Oh, I went up. Let me do this. There we go. Because part of me wants to part of me wants to, you know, get into, oh, well, that's much better. Um, into like trying to do something. You lied to me. I can't believe you've done this. Um, just something to sort of, I don't know, something really. Like, I think it'd be cool to get into VA and, do all that, but I know that industry can be pretty fucking cutthroat and kind of a lot. Why don't you let me just place it in the right spot in the corner, damn it? Like, I don't know. Because there's a lot that I want to do as far as general, like, life stuff. I just don't really have. Oh, I don't really have any idea on how to get there or how to do what needs done. I need an elevated corner slope. No, no. God, why are these so specific? Just give me the thing. Maybe large inner corner. No, I need the elevated version. Is there an elevated inner corner slope? I think that's it. I'm honestly not sure. Uh, not it. But like, I definitely think that despite it being just kind of a game about funny he who blocks, it definitely has helped me with organizing my thoughts quite a bit. Because I definitely think that I've got a hell of a lot of chaos going on in my brain. I think it's probably not the most helpful thing in the world. It's just so fucking cursed. I'm kind of okay with it. Um, but no, it's like it's hard to really contextualize how everything's going when you yourself have no idea. And it's not like you can, just go out and ask somebody because who's going to tell you how you're thinking? Like, that's a recipe for disaster. But like, it's just nice because it's like a lot of a lot of how I've experienced the game is just kind of alone. It's just you, your thoughts, and the world. And usually it's just like, oh, funny he who I'm gonna go and collect villagers from the village, and we're gonna go make the greatest trading hall you ever did see. And other times you're just kind of standing on a mountain, looking out in the distance, being like, huh. And there's a lot of in betweens, but I am looking for the wrong block. Inner prism corner. It's weird. Like I don't have too many games that really do that for me. there isn't really a lot of them that really focus on those moments. Well, without, feeling super forced and arbitrary. There are definitely games where it's like, oh my god, look at this moment. It's so emotional and crazy. So fucking smash like and subscribe. Like, why? You didn't need to do that, but I guess, sure. Um, need to do a bit different with these. Like, it's tough to fully articulate something like that, just because I've definitely had a pretty rough childhood. Like, I was the youngest of three, and despite what, conditions were, I definitely don't think I got the best upbringing. Like, it wasn't awful by any stretch of the imagination, but it certainly wasn't what people would consider normal. Can't say I really care though, because that's just how my life was, so it's not really much of a difference to me. Mm, actually, yeah, that works. I need the inner prism corner again. But it's nice. Like, it's a sort of separation for oneself and just to kind of do things. I'm looking for something. You know what? We'll do a little bit of shifting around. As long as it fits the triangle there, I'm not going to be too picky about it because I would like it to be a bit varied. Yeah, we'll do something. We'll do something there. How about a and generally speaking, it's nice just to have a whole slew of things going on because a lot of the time that's kind of how my brain is running. And everything kind of just gets focused into one thing. While, like, my brain on one hand can be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go figure out how to make machine X, Y, or Z for create. And then, 20 minutes later, I'll come back to, doing whatever. And then I have the resources for it. I'm like, oh, right, that was the thing I wanted to make. And I just know how to make it. I don't like it's usually never any good, but not for the lack of trying. But no, like it's just kind of taken on a bit more of a melancholic feel with a lot of the music. Like everything's just kind of moving along. I'm looking I'm looking for a block that has a triangle bit up top, but I don't know that I really have anything that's going to fit that description. Um, Maybe the inner corner three-way. That might fit. Well, that's basically that. Oh, no fun. Inner prism corner. Damn it. Oh well. That's fine. It's a little scuffed, but it's generally what I wanted it to look like. Corners here need to be a little worked on. These need to be the inner prism corners. Because I need these to be extended further than everything else. Like that. Yeah, that's better. Honestly, you know what? No, hold on. I can do it one step better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Damn it. Oh, wait a minute. I can just do one of these. Earth Dunk. There we go. So cursed. I kind of fuck with it, honestly. Yeah, no, there's no way. I've committed to using these elevators then. The US. Very car-focused country. Ooh. Need the framed inverted double slope panel. Oh, that reminds me. I still need to do... Shit, how am I gonna do that? Do me a favor. At some point in time, remind me to design hands. It sounds strange out of the blue. I'll know what you mean when you say it. Probably. Either that or we'll both be confused. Honestly, either way, it'll be funny as fuck. But if I do remember, then hey, that day it worked. Assuming my brain isn't, you know, backlogging it. Alright. So, I've got my tree. Tree's neat. Ah, no worries. Thank you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And 9. Okay, good. Carve out that corner, and I'll do the same on this side. Yeah, no, but, like, I definitely think, I don't know if it's necessarily unique, but I definitely have a very different relationship with Minecraft. 8 and 9. That's why, like, it's hard for me to describe something like Forever World, because realistically, like, whenever I do start a world, more often than not, I don't think about, just like moving on or like staying in it for any determined amount of time. Like I just go in to live in it. Like it's never really anything crazy concrete or all that, but it's still something where it's just like mentally I sort of just kind of chill out, lock in and vibe out. It's never really a worry about, oh, do I have, item X, Y, and Z, and are they doing all these goofy things? Like, sure, if I'm, building a factory, that's what I'll do. But more often than not, it's just kind of like I'm gonna live here for a bit. We're gonna, build stuff, do things, and eventually I'll move on. But that's just kind of how life is. No, I think log bordered planks. Ooh. Oh, I like that actually. Wait a minute. Yo. Oh, I really fucking like that. Wait. Oh. Oh. I fuck with that. And then I'll do. Hmm, what do I want to do for that? I am gonna have to figure out a floor. Cobbled soulstone. It's akin to a stone, but it isn't quite. When smelted, it becomes soulstone. Soulstone has options, and they're not half bad. I just don't know if I want to do that. Scoria might be a good substitute. I don't have any on me, though. I could do andesite. I've got plenty of it. It's a nice even tone. Problem is, it looks a little too much like stone. Not what I'm going for with this. You know what? What about sandstone? not. There's like a very specific sort of look and feel that I'm going for with this, I think, and I don't know what it is. Is it mud bricks? It might be mud bricks. Because mud bricks are a really nice in between of stone and. Yeah. Mud bricks might be it. Fuck. What if I. What if I just did mud? Not like the normal mud, but like the dried mud. Need. Okay, I can crush it back into packed mud. Yeah, but I think once everything comes together, it'll be a little nicer. Because I'm trying to go for a sort of swamp-esque sort of setup. So eventually we'll have like roots extending out. We'll have a bunch of like leaves and shit up on the ceiling. And once everything actually looks the way that it will, this will become more of like a similar tone as opposed to a higher contrast. Because we'll have like the greens and the colors up top, and then it'll be more muted, and then we'll have the higher contrast plants in the farms that will sort of obfuscate the general contrast of the actual mud bricks and the logs. Basically, I'm using jingling keys as like for the plants to distract you from the fact that it's actually two very different color temperatures. But I do think mud, like just normal packed mud, would probably be the best option. Let me pop down here and throw this into the crusher real quick. Because I think it's the mud bricks that are making it look a little iffy. I think if I hit it with yeah, that's way better. So now, instead of being a super organized like wall, it's just a path. We'll do a bit more with it in a moment, but we'll just get the baseline laid out. Got plans. But I do need to crush more mud. I feel like the phrase crushing mud is very, like, off-putting and strange. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna need more mud. I need more mud. I find any nearby. not. Oh, wait, hold on. Up there. Up there has plenty of mud, I think. Wait, no. Do you have mud? You don't have mud. Where is all the mud? How have you done this to me? How have you obfuscated all the mud? Give unto me your building secrets, and I shall turn them into a path that leads to fertile lands under the ground. Fuck, I already took all the mud from that one. I guess it's time I probably should make a setup for... Wait, hold on. Can't I make mud with water and dirt? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. No, I have a plan. Back home. We're gonna make artificial mud. You know what? Give me more. Okay. So, we're gonna get back into the tech for a moment because my brain has just had an idea. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna teach the system how to make mud. We're gonna take these. We're gonna get water seeds as well. So I'm gonna have to do that at some point too. And we're gonna put those on their own farm, separate from everything else. Those will begin to make us mud. The dirt for extra dirt for when we need to make more farms, which will also be a bonus as well. But the water in particular will be used, and then I can take the newly made mud, throw it in a depot in front of a sanding fan, and make the packed mud without needing to do the wheat, which will save me the extra time and resources on waiting for that to come in. Obviously, I don't really need to use wheat. Like I have 65 pumpkin pies and I am not eating them fast enough. Like I am perfectly fine with where I'm at right now as far as food goes. So we're gonna go ahead and plant these in here. I should probably... I plan to eventually obfuscate all of the lanterns. But for right now, they're fine the way they are. I might, like, break and move them just to, like, adjust where they are. But generally speaking, I think they're okay for now. I need sticks. We're just gonna do a log. We're gonna cheat a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know that I necessarily need to. Because I can do... Yeah, framed pillars. And then I can do... Oh, this is gonna get weird. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Use some of these. Okay. don't know that this is going to quite hit the way that I want it to, but we'll see. So we'll do one more just to hide the top part. That's not quite what I want. Oh, these can go sideways. Oh. Well, that changes things a bit. Now, wait a minute. Can I... That's really good to know, though. Shit. Okay, no. Wait. But a wall would work, right? Because a framed wall is about the same size as that. And they'll connect. Shit. Oh, that's... that might have to be higher up. Shit. Okay. Maybe not then. I don't think it's a half bad idea to try and do like a miniature tree in the middle, but I don't know if I really have the mental wherewithal to really pin down how I want it to be done. Oh, double corner slope. Maybe. This is more for a corner, though, is the problem. Maybe I can use it to branch off the top. Not quite. It doesn't connect fully either. And you can't do like custom ones either, so. Damn. That's unfortunate. Maybe if I do the posts. Would the post, like, I can't imagine the posts wouldn't work, right? Can I place more than one post inside of... No. Yeah, those are more for, like, connecting. Oh. That's gonna look a little awkward, though. Maybe not. No, actually. Because if I do... If I do that, I'm gonna set a precedent for myself that I'm not gonna be able to keep up. So... Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. So we're gonna hold off on doing that. Just to spare myself the hassle, because I know if I were to try and keep that up, it would not go. Fuck. Okay. All right. You'll get some gravel and water buckets and stuff. Bucket. I need one more bucket. Thank you. So, need to. Can I make clay? Kind of. Kinda. It's just to be easy to go find it. So, let's head this way. Need the gravel. Ah, there we go. Yoinky spelunky. And we're good to go. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna be real upset when one of those buckets flew out of my inventory. Nah, we're fine. Alright. Sweet. Chuck all that in there, that in there, that in there. Water. First, the bringer of life. Yes. Alright, and because I don't feel like going out and getting more to make more of them, we're gonna go ahead and do this now. Prosperity seed base. I'm pretty sure elemental seeds are tier 1. Yes, okay. Good. Very good. So, water seeds have been obtained. More or less, the block in the middle is just to ensure that everything's lit up, while also giving me something to use a watering can on. Ah, perfect. Oh. Now to make some mud. Mud obtained. Obviously, this will go faster once I get more seeds. Like, I've definitely had quite a few high octane action moments in Minecraft. But I do admit, it's nice just kind of chilling out, growing my plants in my definitely very secret underground base. I don't know. There's just something about the whole context of growing magic seeds in your underground basement that's real funny to me. My eye is itchy. Why is my eye itchy? But nah, if you came for some crazy, overly bombastic, high octane mob slaying action, that ain't this stream today. We're making mud. speaking of mud, I gotta teach this system how to make mud. Let's buy another fan. Never mind. I don't need to. I have to teach you how to make a gear. Fuck, that's right. Oh, I forgot. Right, right. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, about that. 17 of 32 is a little more than half, but I think that's also just because it's connecting to stuff on a wrong channel. How are we doing? Why am I not getting FluX? What? Uh, what? Yeah, yeah, I would be the kind of person that does that. You know, yeah. I, why? But why? Why is there so much? I got Master Oogwayed by my entire garden. Why? Alright, can I make, at the very least, a bunch of dense flux cables? Fuck. Well, that doesn't help me at all, now does it? This is why I wish I had the infinite Certus loop. Because then I could just be like, hey, I need a few thousand of this item, and after a few cycles, I'll have it. Alright. Let me grab my Certus seeds. Got enough flux to last me at least a short while, so probably smart to go ahead and do this. At the very least, to at least get something going. And I can start doing more with my ME system. Ah, shit. Yeah, that's gonna cause problems pretty quick, I imagine. Alright. Limited storage 4. Go. Alright. I'm in. Why are you like this? Son of a bitch. Okay. Essence. Seeds. Great. Now I need Certus. My watering can's in my backpack. Perfect. 1, 2. Storage upgrade. Nope, it's a stack upgrade. Go nuts. Oh. Let me do basic to gold. Sure. Certus and Fluix are pretty stable reason as to why I would want to keep this going. So, yeah. Okay. 24,000 should be enough to keep it busy for a while. So. Okay, that'll work. It ain't perfect, but it'll do. And then I'm gonna have to color it. That way it doesn't intermingle with other things. And then we go from there. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and empty out my inventory of most everything. Keep this and that on me. Also going to want this. All right. It's moving time. Always fun moving one of these. Yeah. Definitely going to be easier to push it through floor line like this. And then drop it down. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, I think I'm definitely getting to that point where I'm kind of just better off mining out the area underneath it. I could also do above, but I've got plans for stuff above, so I'm gonna hold off on that, at least for a little while. Alright, so we're gonna do a cable that runs out of fairways, like so. Alright. You know what? Let me grab... Where is it? Eh. Excuse me? I am afraid I am now a destruction gadget. Why would this be the case? I should be proud owner of one. Is it still charging? It's probably still charging. I don't think I ever actually removed it from the charger, did I? Nope. Go figure. Alright. So, let's see. Pop a hole in that wall. And then same to this one. There. Good. So, now we begin the general onboarding prices, I suppose. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. There, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. This keeps things relatively organized. Saves me the hassle of trying to figure out which one goes where and why it's not in the place it should be. Good time. At some point in time, I am going to have to add acceleration cards to these two, but that might come at a later date. Two, three. Tap and back. There we go. Alright. Now that that's all been successfully... Did I not have 2 assemblers on this? Right, yeah, no. I forgot. I missed it. I will not be held responsible for you fucking up on the saw. Don't get me wrong. Goblins, I love you, but... survival of the fittest at this point, homies. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so, yeah, we're at 17. Which seems a bit odd, but... I guess it's not necessarily the end of the world. Remove the bottom one, and that'll put me at 16. Allowing me to just feed through the thing. So if I do that, right? Yes, okay, good. All right. Does that give me enough room, though? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should be enough room, I think. So I only need 15. And obviously I'm going to need a whole bunch more molecular assemblers, but this should pretty much give me what I need. I think I can technically super cheese it by doing this a bit differently, but generally speaking, this is kind of how I've always made my crafting setups, and that's how it's worked, so I'm not really gonna fix it now. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, yeah, then one more dense fluix cable. And then once that finishes up, I can add the molecular assemblers and I'll have a whole bunch more crafting patterns available. Bonk. 1, 2. Good. Alright. Need to... How many do I need? 2. So it's 3, 8, plus another 8, and another 4. So it's 16, 20, 24, 28, 30, 32. I don't think I can do 32. Yeah. Give me 20. Give me 19. Okay, we can do 19. 19's a good start. I can definitely hit the vast majority of them with at least 1. Some of them will get 2. I think if I skip the top part, like the very top, well, 19's not really going to give me a whole lot, but... Really, though? It might. Hmm. So yeah, if I do that instead of trying to fill all of them in, I can do this instead, and then eventually I can fill that in. But all of them have, I think all of them have at least 2. 2, 2, 2. Oh, those ones are living it up because they got the bottom ones as well. But no, that's fine. Okay. Sweet. 15 more crafting spots to work with. That fucking lantern, I'm not gonna be happy about it. Okay. That'll work. Alright. And then I need a bit of cut stuff to pop that in. It's a shame you can't use facades on Universal. That'd be nice. I know there's a facade mod that does it, but it'd be what it be. Anyway, so I need a fan. I should have on me, I think. Yeah, sure do. Need to get on the catalyst. Shit. Well, beans. Fine. So that's done. Uh, speed. Gearboxes. I'm gonna need the parallel gearboxes, unfortunately. Let me teach the system how to make it. So a parallel gearbox will help me get to specific spots that I need to reach with certain specific rotations. For example, parallel gearboxes is how you can do side-by-side fans that are all blowing in the same direction. Because instead of flipping the rotation, it then gives you ones that give you the same rotation. I don't know what to say. So, right, you need to move over there, preferably. I need a parallel. Oh, yeah, that. Okay. That tracks. Then I guess we'll do it over here. It's not really that big of a deal. Does it glow? Yep, sure does. And I need you to not be there. You know what? Go play with the sheep. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah, I should probably designate specific things for this, huh? Yeah. All right. So, um, I think I should have enough channels for this. I think at least. Shit. Oh, never mind. I was actually incredibly intelligent and thought I had somewhat. Cool. That's helpful. So that'll get done. Then I can do, obviously, the standard. I don't want to have a full block dealio. Importer. Mud. Okay. And now, go. Make me 60. Fuck. Okay, fine. Make me 50. Okay, never mind. Fine. 40. 40 should be fine. I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Um, then I can do dirt. Maybe not dirt. Because I do want to keep stone as more of like the focus. I could do granite. Granite's a little too red, I think. Limestone's a little too bright. And it's off palette. Scoria is a bit too dark. But it would probably be a decent look with it. Because I want the pathways to be more lit up than anything. I might do like the running thing, the dumble carving. The fuck? What am I saying? English is not apparently a thing that I do. The dumble paving. If I do why are you not? I'm confused. It consumes the sand? Wait, really? Why? What? What? Wait. No, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense at all. Why would it consume the sand? I don't follow. Why would they? How about with that? Okay. So I definitely need to do these in larger batches. I think I might do them in batches of 16 to preserve how fast they're actually making it. Only downside being is that I'm going to need to do more specific and or tailored setups to do that. It's probably going to be best just to do a quantum ring. Lay that down horizontally down there. Yeah, that'd probably be best. I'm going to need a source of power, though. Big reactors in this, isn't it? No, it is not. Okay, well that takes care of that then, I guess. I know Mechanism has a pretty alright reactor, but I don't want to run the risk of it melting down and exploding on me. So we're gonna skip that until I can until I can set up an area that's properly containable and won't leak radiation all over the place when I get to higher concentrations and end up bucking it up. Just trying to think of how I want to do it. Because I know generally what I want to do when it comes to the farm down below. I might use grass, or not grass, glass as well. Because now that I've got infinite cobblestone, I can make infinite glass. And I've got items that will give me the colors that I need. So what I can do is, say, do a layer of white lights, and then do 3 layers of, like, alternating between green, lime, and green again, just to give it that gradient look. And then obviously I can fill it in with leaves and stuff. Honestly, this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but I don't think it's going to look bad because I got a whole bunch of room down there. And I think it's a little too tall right now. I might have to do a bit of in-between where I carve into the ceiling a bit more and also build down a bit, but I don't know how much of that I'm going to need to do. It'd probably be like 1 block up, and the rest I can build down. Yeah. I don't think I generally need to do large-scale mining. Actually, no, looking at it now, I may not need to at all. No, maybe I do. Though I do like the ambient particles in the environment I'm in. I don't know what causes it, but I do really like the look of it. I definitely think if I can interlace some spores, maybe like over the farms to kind of enhance it a bit. But who knows? Because that's definitely going to be a question. Or future me. I'm just here to do the simple stuff. I can definitely do something with that tree. Okay. Okay. You need this way. Yeah, no. Seeing it now, definitely think packed mud was the way to go. I can definitely like thin it out a bit or like swap it for like something else should I decide that's something I want to do, but for right now it's fine. I might do sand, honestly. Like intersperse some sand. Because I do want to try and aim for more of um like a lush cavern type deal. Think the like the jungle, the underground jungle from Terraria. That kind of vibe. Minus the bees. I think minus the bees. Oh, I could add bees. I don't know that I really need to, but I mean, hey, it's certainly an option. All right. So that takes care of that for now. I'm obviously going to want to keep doing this just so I can grow more dirt and water seeds. Wood seeds are doing fine. Like, I don't think I'm really going to have any issues finding wood anymore. Especially, like, any kind of wood that I might need for any specific project. Like, I got it. I'm not worried about it no more. Stone should probably be the next one that I do. Not that I think I really need it, but it would probably be smart. I also need to, at some point in time, do skulk seeds. Well, I guess I don't really necessarily need to do those for a while. Not until I'm getting into more decorative create contraptions. Reason being because then I can start doing like you walk up to a door and it just opens, and then you walk through and it closes. That kind of deal. Um, because I do enjoy pressure plateless um doors, but I don't know. Okay. Man, I am having awful luck with water seeds. But can't say it's going entirely bad. I've got plenty of mud and stuff, so take what you can get, I guess. God, it's crazy going from I need diamonds to how do I get rid of all these goddamn diamonds? Because I've got almost 2,000 diamonds. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Um. Hmm. I could do basalt. Hmm. I could do basalt. Wait a minute. That might actually look kind of cool. So if I do, huh? Because I could do each of the four elements all in their own thing, filling up the vast majority of the space. And then I can do dirt, stone. I don't really know that there's a whole hell of a lot I can do with base tier. Nope. Ice, water, lava. There's 5 there, though. I could split it in half, but then I would need 8 in total for tier 1 seeds. Stone, dirt, wood, ice, and deep slate. There's 6. 83 apiece then. No. Shit. No. I guess deep slate and ice could take a back burner and only do 1. I could do. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 divided by 4. I mean, that would work. At that point, it'd be. No. That would work. Okay. I would have an odd outlier, but I don't think I really need deep slate seeds, realistically. I don't think I need deep slate seeds. I don't really need ice seeds either, but really for the sake of balance, I'll make them anyway. Because that'll be 4. That'll be 4 different things I can do on the in-between of each of the farms. Because I don't need those ones in particular very much. It's just having them helps with making other seeds or other materials should I need to make them. So I could do the yeah, I could do each farm as an elemental farm with the tier 1 seeds in the middle. Because there's air, earth, fire, and water, all elemental seeds. And then those will make up. No, if I do that, it's going to be more of a headache to deal with than I want it to be. So we're going to skip doing that. Um, I don't know how I want to do this. There's a lot that I do want to do with this, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to have. Well, I guess first things first, I need to focus on just getting the actual fucking seeds. And then I can figure it out from there. So, this one will be the water and the wood seeds. Okay. Here we go. Oh, right. I can just do this now to refill the water when I'm not anywhere near one. Shit. Okay. Let's make a big boy one. Go ahead and turn all this into farmland. Once I get all these farms set up, minus the seeds, because I don't have the essence, or the seeds, nor the energy to actually really get into all that. We're ready to pillar. Dark oak logs. Okay. That'll work. Like I said, just need somewhere I can poke whenever I need things to grow. Ow. Damn, that is one loud ass thunderstorm. If I can hear that 60 plus blocks underground, there's some crazy shit happening up there. Good thing I'm safe inside my stone bunker. At least I'm safe inside my mind. I'm kind of upset that I can't expand. Outside the range of influence for the pocket dimension from irons. Shoo-ba-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo. I'm not getting lucky with that. There's a 20% chance to get it from this, so I might just end up calling it a night before I actually end up finishing out on filling all these in. You know what? Let me do, at the very least, the other farm. Because I do need to do that. So 16 essence gets me a pretty solid amount of it. You know what? No, I don't even... It's not even worth... Like, I could pick it up, but I don't... Like, I just don't need it. Water bucket. Water bucket. Apple. Okay. Come on. Come on. I forgot. Hey. Is there another goblin down here? No, come on, man. Right. Oh shit! That's a slime chunk. Ah, damn. Need 5 more dirt. And then once I do this, I will have finished off, for the most part, what I plan on doing tonight. Probably best I get some rest, so I can keep what I've got planned in my brain. In the old Chrome Dome. That's not enough. Oh, it might be. It's 192 versus 160, so no, yeah, I guess I'm over by about 30, 32. And am I really about to walk out of this with half a stack of essence still? No. Surely not. Right? Oh no, I walked out of here with more than half a stack. Huh. Nope, it was half a stack. Crazy. Alright, well, that takes care of all those then. And so, all of the farms have been tended for now. Before sleep takes me, that is where I'm going to call it for a night. So, that being said, I appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing out, hanging out with me, and yeah. Generally speaking, I do have kind of an idea of what I want to do with this. I don't know how I'm going to execute on it. I do have some idea. Um, you know what? Let me do this. Let me make a sign. Oh, fuck yeah. Don't forget hands. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, that don't work none. Oh, it just floats. That's neat. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just do this. Don't forget hands. Okay. That out of the way. That's going to be this one. I appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing out, and hanging out with me. And yeah, I have an idea of what I want to do. It's going to be a little confusing when I go to execute it, but just bear with me. I promise it'll all make sense when I get there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.